Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Well, I might call it a day, I think.
Already? I thought we'd be working most of the evening.
Hey, we're going to be here pretty much the whole weekend. I think an early night might be sensible.
Yeah, well, I've still got to finish this for Rosemary and the final details for Sunday's charity function. You know that compere we booked? We cancelled out at the last minute, so I've still got to find a replacement.
Well, I'm sure you'll find somebody.
Yeah. Well, if you've decided to knock off, why don't you go home and get dinner started? Well, just something simple like duck à l'orange or pheasant under glace.
How about I go to the hotel kitchen and get something from there instead?
Yeah, good idea. You can bring it back here and we can work a bit longer. Well?
Hey, bad for a manager's image to answer his own phone, isn't it?
Dennis Corporation. Glenn Matheson, where did you spring from? Yeah, it's great to hear from you. It's been ages. Yeah. When did you fly in? We should get together sometime. Tomorrow night? Well, yeah, I guess I can. I'd have to bring my husband along, though. Yeah, an old married woman. But I'm sure Paul would love to meet you. Yeah. Terrific. Do you know Leicester's Hotel?
Mum, don't take too much notice of Henry. You know what he's like. Always makes a big deal out of everything. He'll come back.
Not so sure. He seemed really determined. Wouldn't listen to anything we said.
It's hard enough to get a place by himself. I mean, if he wants to.
Yes, I know. When he came out of jail, he said he just wanted a real home. He wanted his family around him. Well, look what happened when you moved out into the caravan. Now he's alone again. Oh, I know he carries on like a rat bag, but underneath it all, he's a sensitive boy.
He hasn't been very sensitive to anyone else's feelings lately. It might do him good to be out on his own. Give him time to think.
I'd rather he was back here with his family.
Ah, nice peaceful night at home. How pleasant, eh?
Certainly more pleasant than last night, Mr. Bishop.
I'm deeply sorry about that movie, Mrs. Meggle, and I have apologized several times.
I dare say. But it doesn't obliterate those awful images from one's mind. I had a most disturbed night afterwards.
I wish I'd been here when you saw it.
Well, I'm very grateful that you weren't, Jane. It wasn't the sort of thing for a girl of your tender years. Not the sort of thing for a lady of any age. I had the most awful palpitations. And I trust that you'll be very cautious in what you bring home in the future, Mr. Bishop.
Well, I do have another movie on order. I doubt that you'll find anything offensive about Bambi.
Ah, now that was quite a delightful film.
Oh, Reverend Sampson called into the coffee shop today. We don't often see him there.
I suppose he called in to check with you about my health. He did call several times at the hospital, but I haven't seen hide nor hair of him since I've been home. Still, it was nice of him to call on you to ask after me.
Well, actually, to be quite honest,
Yes?
well, he did want to speak to me, but it was about another matter entirely.
Oh.
Well, you see, he informed me that there had been several dropouts from the church choir recently, and he heard me singing at the morning service and wanted to know if I'd like to join the choir. Oh.
He didn't ask me to join.
Oh, well, what? He said that they were after some strong baritones, like myself.
You do have a very nice voice, Mr. Bishop. I've heard you singing in the shower.
Oh, thank you, Jane. Yes. Yes, I have been prevailed upon to sing in public once or twice in my life. Usually quite successfully. Though it has been a while now. I hope I haven't got too rusty. Let's find out. Oh, yes, perhaps I do need a bit of practice.
Not here, Mr. Bishop.
Oh, no, mustn't disturb you. No, I'll retire to my room. Well, good evening, ladies.
Good evening, Mr. Bishop.
Night, Mr. Bishop. Oh, come on, Nan. He isn't hurting anyone, and he really does have a very nice voice. Once he gets going.
Oh, listen to him wailing like a banshee. So much for our pleasant evening at home.
Well, it must be nearly 4 years since I've seen Glenn Matheson. I think about him every now and then.
That's going to be here all over the weekend. We'll take the scrap sack to the kitchen later.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking.
I need that Glenn, eh?
Well, it was because of him I went to work for the airline. He'd just become a pilot. If Jeremy hadn't come along and swept me off my feet, I might have married him. Pity I didn't. It might have saved me a lot of pain.
Sounds a bit like the frying pan and the fire to me.
Yeah, well, it could be. Although I think Glenn's basically more honest and open than Jeremy ever was. I'm amazed he's still single. Still, it'd take a pretty special girl to tame him.
Yeah, bit of a surprise to find out you're married, though, eh?
Yeah, but he seemed to take it in his stride. Knowing Glenn, he'd still be hopeful.
Ah, charming.
Well, that's exactly what he is. Charming, handsome. It's a shame you can't meet him.
Look, I wouldn't want to cramp your style.
Don't be silly. Thanks.
No, seriously, I'll be all right. Well, there's probably 101 things to get ready for the function tomorrow. I'll get Jane to come and give me a hand.
Are you sure you don't mind me going?
No, of course not. Look, we both agreed that we were free to see other people, didn't we?
And we also agreed that we wouldn't embarrass each other. So if you really don't want me to go, I won't.
Look, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Just be discreet, won't you?
Yeah, well, there's no need for discretion. We're just old friends, that's all. Won't be anything else in it.
From what you tell me about Glenn Matheson, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Yeah. Well, he might be difficult to keep in line. He always was the amorous type. Still, be a lot of fun trying.
Henry? Henry, I spoke to you.
Yes, Mum?
I've been worried sick about you. I want to know where you spent last night.
We're friends.
What friends?
Bibi and Kenny Larkin. They've got their own flat. They've been letting me sleep on the couch.
Oh, Henry, why do you want to sleep on other people's couches when you've got a perfectly good bed of your own at home?
It doesn't feel like my home anymore, Mum. It feels like Scott and Charlene's.
You sound like a sulky little boy. Henry, please come home. I'm sure we can sort everything out.
Mum, I know I've caused a lot of trouble. You're better off without me. I'll find somewhere to live soon.
It was so important to me to make a home for you. And I know it was important to you, too. Henry, what's happened? You and Charlene used to be so close. You always stuck up for each other, and now you always seem to be at each other's throats. Why?
She got married. I guess that changed things. I don't know. I just don't think it can be like it used to be, Mum.
Morning, Henry. Madge.
Harold. Henry! Henry! I can't just tell Scott and Charlene to leave, you know that.
I don't want you to. Don't worry, Mum. I'll be fine.
Would you mind if I went out for a little while? I wouldn't mind buying a new dress for tonight.
Well, can't you put in a couple of hours' work first and then take an early lunch?
Yeah, all right. What about my hair? Do you think I ought to get something done with it?
You always look after your own hair. I've never known you to go to a hairdresser yet.
Yeah, well, perhaps this time I should. I used to do all that sort of thing.
Look, why all the fuss? I mean, the guy's probably pot-bellied and balding by now.
And 4 years? Morning, Paul.
Madge.
Gail. Paul, I just wondered if you wanted me here for this function tomorrow. I'm not rostered on, but if...
That's fine, we're okay.
Oh, well, I'm glad of that, because as a christening present, I promised Daphne I'd make the afternoon tea.
No, well, in that case, I better give you the whole day off. Well, I want to make sure everyone at the christening's fed, eh?
Oh, yes, they will be. I've already been baking.
Oh, Madge. Mrs. Mangle rang me earlier and she said she's ready to come back to work on Monday.
So, back to the waterhole, eh?
Yeah, but don't forget we're going to be doing some pretty extensive renovations there. Well, once that's operating as a tourist attraction, you're going to have heaps of responsibility, believe me.
If I'm going back to the waterhole, what about Henry? I suppose you won't be needing him anymore.
Oh, no, we'll keep him on the roster. Well, he can fill in when people go on holidays or any special functions come up.
Yes, sir, he's found the extra money and the tips very handy. He's going to miss them. Especially now he's moved out of home.
Really? And what brought that on?
Oh, I suppose he just thought it was time. But I'm hopeful that he'll change his mind and come back. Not having any money won't do any harm. Might bring him back all the sooner.
When you finish each step, check it off on the chart, right?
Yeah, righto.
And carefully wave that gun around. We don't want to get grease on the brake line.
It's a bit hard to ride under there.
Yeah? Oh, listen, you don't want to get grease over everything like this. If you handle the gun properly, it should stay clean, and so should you.
I've never seen a clean grease monkey yet.
You don't have to wallow in it. However did a lady like your mum come to raise such a tomboy?
She reckons it wasn't easy.
Did she mention what she might do tonight?
No, I don't think so.
But she thought we might go out, so I'll give her a ring.
Oh, no. No, she's working.
All right, then I'll take a stroll down to Lassiter's then.
No, not yet. We're only halfway through the service.
Well, it's nothing you can't handle by yourself.
Well, yeah, but I'm not doing Mr. Walker's car by myself. His brakes need lining, and I'm not doing that on my own.
No worries, I won't be long. There's plenty of time to fix Mr. Walker's brakes before he gets back.
Bit of a coincidence, isn't it? The minute I move out of home, I lose my job here.
If you're implying I had something to do with that, I can assure you, Henry, I didn't.
Paid out money for another bar jacket, too.
Yes, and you've also lost $100 on a darts game. I just can't see that you can afford to be looking for a place for yourself.
The lawn mowing run's doing okay. Got work lined up for this afternoon. I'm supposed to be back here for tonight's shift. Is that still on?
Yes, I'm not coming back until Monday. Oh, Henry, I'm sorry. I don't want to see you out of a job, but you've got to understand my situation. My Nell Mangle's coming back as housekeeper as of Monday. Obviously, I've got to come back here.
Well, I understand that. But I bet you were hoping that having a bit less money would send me running back home again.
I want you home. Is that a crime?
Well, I'm sorry, Mum, but I won't be coming back.
It's more like his father every day.
Madge. I would like to have a talk with you.
What about?
Well, I hate us being at odds, and the last time we talked, well, it was somewhat unpleasant.
I was just a little surprised to see you kissing Eileen in public.
Kissing her? Good heavens, no. I was merely taking something out of her eye.
Oh, what a load of twaddle. Are you trying to tell me there is nothing between you and Eileen Clarke?
Well, I'm not sure.
Ah, really?
Well, she's a little odd. I think you must agree, I don't know what to make of her. When we first met, she was very eager for the two of us to get to know each other, and then all of a sudden she just backed off.
I see. So Eileen's dumped you, and now you're trying to get back into my good books.
Nothing of the sort. I merely thought that we might be able to have a sensible conversation. Seems to me that you need someone to talk sense to you. I hate to see you making a fool of yourself, especially over someone like Rob Lewis.
And in just what way am I supposed to be making a fool of myself?
Well, having anything to do with the man. Although, it did occur to me that you might be doing it just to get me jealous.
All the insufferable... Just what makes you think I would lower myself to such childish...
Oh, I'm
Max,
trying
is
to
this
say...
not bothering you?
Yes, Robbie is.
Push off, Bishop. She doesn't want to know you.
I don't know how you can have anything to do with this Neanderthal.
Ah,
if
watch
his
your language,
forehead
mate.
sloped any more, he wouldn't be able to keep his hat on.
What the floor with you, mate?
No,
What?
no, Rob, no, he's not worth it. Actually, I'm very glad you dropped in. I want to talk to you.
About tonight?
Yes.
Oh, we've got a date then.
Yes, that would be lovely. You can pick me up at 7. And no fighting, you two.
One day those shoes are going to push me too far, and when you do,
Yeah?
Well, I will not be responsible for the damage I do.
I live in terror of the day.
Oh, Jane, don't tell me you're going to start playing records. Mr. Bishop's caterwauling is quiet enough.
No, Nan. I'm going to go have a shower and then get ready.
Get ready. Where are you going?
Well, Paul rang earlier and asked if I could work back at the office tonight.
Oh, I don't think I like the idea of you being there alone with him at night. What will people think?
Well, they'll think he's hard-working, and he is.
Mr. Bishop, will you be quiet? Well, I suppose it'll be all right. After all, he is only recently married.
I'm sorry if my vocalizing is disturbing you, Mrs. Mangle, but just warming up for choir practice this evening. And after all, a good voice is a little like an engine. You have to keep it finely tuned.
Well, I don't care to have engines tuned in my house.
Oh.
You find it?
No. Are you sure she managed to get a replacement compere?
Well, I hope so. We're not going to get one at this late stage, are we?
Hi.
Gail, you look terrific.
Oh, thanks. I brought Glenn in to meet you. Come in, Glenn.
Hello.
Glenn, this is my husband, Paul.
Nice to meet you.
How are you, Glenn?
And Jane Harris, Glenn Matheson.
Hi.
Hello, Jane. You certainly surround yourself with some great-looking women.
Well, it's good for business, I think. Oh, speaking of which, sorry to bring up such a mundane subject, but who did you manage to get as a compere for tomorrow's function?
Oh, Paul, I'm sorry. I completely forgot to do anything about it.
Oh, well.
No, I feel awful.
Well, you'll make mistakes, honey. I'm sure Paul's not going to eat you alive.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I'll sort it out. You just don't let it spoil your evening, for goodness sake.
Thanks. Paul, I really do feel dreadful about it. It's not like me to make a mistake.
Yeah, well, you had other things on your mind, didn't you?
Look, I don't want to rush you, but I did reserve the table for 7:15.
All right, we should get going.
Great to meet you, Paul.
Yeah, you too, Glenn.
Can't thank you enough for letting me borrow your wife. We've got a lot to catch up on.
See you later.
See ya. Honey?
Mum, you look fine.
Yeah, well, I don't feel fine, and I can kick myself for getting involved in another date with Rob Lewis.
Don't worry about it. Going out with him can't do any harm,
But
can
it's leading him on. I'm not really interested in him, and I shouldn't be acting as though I am.
You've told him how you feel.
it? Yeah, you work pretty hard, so I think you deserve to go out once in a while.
Yeah, just go out and have a good time.
No, I don't think I can. I'm too worried about Henry.
Well, why don't you let me go down to the waterhole and talk to him? How about that?
Oh, I don't think it'd do any good. He seems really determined. No, I think we'll just have to leave him alone for a few days. Anyway, anything you say to him will just make him more stubborn. Oh, that'll be Rob.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, it's not really that much problem.
Get all the grease off?
Yeah, pretty well.
I told her she's a little grease hog. I think she loves the stuff.
Yes, she always has, ever since she was little.
Madge, you look lovely. If they pick King and Queen of the dance tonight, I reckon we got it made.
Bye.
Have a good time. Thank you, Rob.
See you later. Night. Hey. Oh, nearly.
There you go. That's the last of the figures. Put those in and I'll give you a lift home.
Aren't you joining Gail and her friend?
No, I'm a bit tired.
I think you're a very trusting husband. I mean, that guy was straight out of the movies.
Yes, and I suggested he was pot-bellied and balding.
How wrong could you be?
Oh, come on, Jane, he's not that great. I mean, the uniform has a lot to do with it, sure, but I bet he just wears it to impress the women. Yeah, those guys are all the same. They got all looks and no brains.
He can't be too dumb if he's a pilot.
Jane, I met a lot of those guys when I was working for the airline. They're just having one big affair with themselves. All right, what's up with you?
Oh, I just think it's cute. I mean, you let Gail go with him, but really you're madly jealous.
Me? Jealous?
Of course you are. Don't try and deny it, because you can tell a mile off.
I have to say, the dinner and service at Lassiter's is as good as I've had anywhere.
Oh, Paul makes sure of that. He keeps his eye on every little detail.
He's younger than I expected. To be in charge of a setup like this,
Oh, no, the Daniels Corporation is much bigger than just Lassiter's. It's got irons in all sorts of ways. You see, Paul just recently pulled off a $7 million deal with a Japanese company. He's really going places.
Good for him.
He's ambitious, but he hasn't let it ruin his personal life. He's always stayed close to his family. You've got to admire him for that.
And you obviously do.
What?
Could you stop singing the praises of your husband long enough to tell me what you'd like to drink?
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on. You brought it up.
Well, I have to admit that I had hoped that maybe your marriage wasn't all it should be. I thought there might be room in your life for a little romance. But you've done nothing but talk about your husband all evening. It's pretty clear to me that you're head over heels in love with him.